What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Full Center Club YouTube video today. Today we're going to be deleting and tuning a SSv 75. So without further ado, let's jump into the video on how you guys can do it. So we already flipped up the cab to gain access to the DPF, and so we can remove the DPF and get a straight pipe going from the turbo straight up to the stack. So we just pulled the two 24mm bolts to hold the cab up, lifted that up, and then for the DPF, on here, you got the whole bolts that hold the whole thing together, but you want to pull that off. If you want to just hollow it out, and then just instead of making a straight pipe that goes all the way up. So there's a bolt here, and then a bolt back here as well that you have to use to pull that off. And then as well as the 4 bolts to hold it on to the turbo there. And then the exhaust clamp that holds this side on here, you want to pull off as well. So I'll show you guys what it's like when we pull this thing out. So we got the DPF up and out. So what really all holds the DPF together, the 4 bolts that bolt onto the turbo there, and then you got 4 bolts down there, and you also got another bolt right there that holds on. So you got to pull all those bolts out, and then the DPF will slide out. And now what we're going to do, we're going to mount up a straight pipe here. So I'm going to be making kits for these, so you can buy this straight pipe for the SSv 75, and also applies to the SVL 75 3s. So they got the same engine bay layout. So I'll get this mounted up, and then we'll start work on the EGR valve and the CCV delete. So we got the back handle pulled off. We got the EGR disconnected from right there. CCV, there's 3 bolts on the back that you have to pull off to get that thing out. And then right here, if you want to cut the line here and put the plug into this end here, and then run the crankcase vent, which is right here, run that off down to the side of the engine. And then you take the plug and plug the return line that goes back to the bottom of the crankcase, and then block off plate here and block off plate there. We got the EGR and CCV all removed. So we got the CCV intake, we got that blocked off there. We got it ran down up to the side of the engine bay. We got the return line, it's plugged right here. So we got the EGR coolant lines ran down that way. Now we got to just mount up the EGR block off plates here and over here. And that's pretty much it for over here. So we got all the EGR block-off plates mounted up. Now we can start putting everything back together. And then we also got the exhaust all mounted up on this end here. We got the straight pipe all in, up to the stock exhaust tip there. So yeah, now we're gonna put this thing back together, get you guys full first start up with this thing. It's been fully deleted. Now that the machine is fully deleted, now it is time to tune it. So for tuning this rig, I actually have the professional tool that I'm going to be taking the ECU out and reprogramming it. But for you guys, I just have the normal plug-in tuners, the same thing that we used for this thing here. So for your diagnostic plug port, you have to pull this cover off. It's 2 12mm bolts. Diagnostic plug is right there. You want to plug that in. And I'm just going to show you guys, it's the same thing that we did on the SVL 75. I'll just toss the video clips in here of what we did on this thing. Same process on this, just a different diagnostic plug location. So yeah. Once you get your tuner, this is what's all included in the box. You've got your tuner module itself, USB cable that plugs into the computer, then plugs into the tuner. Then you've got your battery cables that connects the battery to the tuner to provide the power while tuning. And then you've got your OBD to diagnostic cable for Kabota. It might look different depending on what brand you're tuning, but this is for the Kabota, so this is what it looks like. Now, with the tuner, we also got the soot level reset tool. This will reset the soot level inside of the ECU, so that way it doesn't throw any error codes once you've deleted it. It will show up error code E9000 if you do not reset it after you tune it, but it won't affect the vehicle's performance, so you don't have to get it. You only have to get it if you don't want a light on the dash. Most people don't. So yeah, let's go. Tuner unboxes. You want to go to Microsoft Edge and search up chip tuning at home. You want to go here, and then you're going to need to download the tuner software, which I have already done. Then you're going to want to go to downloads. You're going to want to open it. The thing you're going to want to do is after you open the file, you want to click on My Genesis client. You're going to double click on that. After that, you're going to see this come up on your screen. You're going to want to select your language and then click next. And after that, you're going to want to click download and install. This might take a minute, just going to let it load. Next thing you're going to want to do is after you plug your USB cable into your computer, you're going to want to take it and then plug it directly into the tuning device itself. It's going to turn on, and and it's going to show up on your computer. If you plug it in, you're going to come up with this screen here. You want to click yes. And you want to click next. Click next again, and then it's going to be installing the program. You're going to want to hit install. This might take a minute. After that's all done, you want to click next. Then you want to click I accept. Then click next. And this is going to be where the files are stored. Next. And we're going to click install. Then you want to go and click next. If you have the software installed, you're going to want to click on the window that pops up, the My Genesis client, and you'll bring up this window here, and you can plug the tuner, make sure your tuner is plugged in. And then what you're going to want to do is you want to click OK after this comes up. And this is going to update your device for the latest software. This might take a minute. Then after that, you're going to click update here. You're going to want to click OK. Take a minute to load. Then you want to click agree and accept. And click yes. And it's currently updating the device. This will take a little bit to do. And it's going to say update complete. So once you're done with that, you can unplug the tuner and take it to the machine. Diagnostic plug plugged in, you're going to want to connect it to a power source. I've got an old 4-wheeler battery that I hooked up to it. I didn't feel like running all this wiring back to the battery on this thing, so I just hooked it up there. You can just find a 12-volt power source to power the tuner, and once your tuner is all plugged up, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to turn the key on. Then you're going to want to set it to setup. You're going to want to hit identification. You're going to hit automatic. Then you want to go to work. Kabota, select your what it is. SSv. And then, yep, it's on. Okay. It's identifying the ECU. It's going to take a minute to load. So I turn the key off. You're going to hit OK. Then it's going to show this up. You're going to say OK. Then you want to hit read. You're going to want to turn it back on. Hit OK. This may take a minute. Let's say reading ECU. This might also take a minute. Also completely normal for it to flash an error code on here as well. That will go away after it's done reading the ECU. Let's say switch it back to off. Then you're going to hit OK. And it's read the ECU. Now it's analyzing it. This might also take a minute for it to analyze. Yeah, so it'll take you back to the home screen. Now that the ECU is read, now we're going to send the files off to get tuned. After it loads up, you're going to click download. We're going to click next. You're going to click next. Then you're going to click confirm. And it's going to start downloading of your original file out of your machine to send off for them to get tuned, and then they'll send it back to you. Complete. You're going to hit close. And it shows your file of your machine right here. And then with your stock file extracted, you're going to want to send it to file service at chiptuningathome.com, and then they will reprogram the file for you and have it all ready within a few hours, and they resend it back to you, and then I'll show you guys what you do with it after I receive the new tune file. The next day, I just received my modified file. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to left click on it, and then you're going to click save, and then you're going to want to go to My Genesis. You're going to want to click upload, and then you want to click save, and that'll save it to the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to take your tuner, and you're going to want to plug it in to the USB cable. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to launch My Genesis. You're going to want to click upload to My Genesis. You want to click that, and then you want to click next. Then Then you want to click the file that you want to upload to it. So you want to select the modified file. Then you want to go to My Genesis. You want to go to Upload. You want to click this. Then click Upload. That's verifying the file. This might take a minute. Then after that, it's going to show you the screen. You just want to click Next. Then you want to click Confirm. Now it's loading the file onto the tuner device. And after that, just click Close. And now you're ready to take your tuner and go tune the machine. Now what you are going to want to do is you're going to want to select Work. Then you're going to select Writing. Then you have your tune file. This one's got tuning, performance tuning plus EGR and DPF delete. You want to click Select. It's in progress. Then you're going to turn the key on. Press OK. It's communicating with the ECU. And after that, it's going to say writing ECU complete. You're going to select OK. And this might take a minute to analyze everything. And then you're done. It takes you back to the home screen. Here's been tuned. You can see we got error code E9000 that'll show up here with the DPF light. So we're going to plug in the reset tool. We're going to reset that. What you're going to want to do is after you get it plugged in, you're going to want to turn your key on for 10 seconds. It'll reset. And after it's reset, you should be good. So just wait 10 seconds. And then unplug it. And that's how you do it. So after all the tuning's been done, this is what everything should sound like. I'm gonna go quick start on it. Sound just like that. Straight pipe on it. Everything's all good. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more machines to be deleted and tuned in the future. Peace.